Alright, lads. No, I'm not dead and recording this from beyond the grave. It's just 2:30 in the morning, as usual. Now, I've obviously been away for a while, and I do have my reasons for this, namely college keeping me pretty busy, although obviously due to current events, colleges and schools have been shut all across the world, so I should have some extra free time compared to usual. Now, I have been trying to get a video out ever since the Christmas special. It's just that every project I've worked on has completely crashed and burned. I won't go into specifics on what any of them were, just in case one day I do get them working, don't want to spoil anything, but the upshot of it is that I've put about, I'd say 15 hours into projects that just haven't come out since December, so that's why I've been so long. It's been a combination of me being busy and everything that I've tried to put out not working. So we're back, and it's a pretty special day, because it is currently well, not currently for me because it's 2:30 in the morning, so it's technically the next day, but it's currently the 5-year anniversary from the first mod video I ever put up on this channel, which is for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions of all games. Now, obviously this is a pretty damn big milestone, so I decided I wanted something, something special, good solid skin. I didn't just want it to be, 2004 Catwoman or whatever. Not that that's a bad skin to use, but just, I wanted something kind of a bit different, a bit off to the side, and I thought this was a really good request. This comes from AndrewTheMeister, of course. He's responsible for about 90% of this channel's output, purely in his request. Absolute mad lad, great guy. Now, while this was very fun to make, it was actually quite challenging. So you can see I tried to keep as much of the original suit as I could, the red mask, but I didn't want to keep it too bright, so I kind of muted that down a bit. It's got the correct emblem, it's got the belt, also the green of the legs goes up past the belt, you've got the red straps on the gloves, you've got the gold detailing down the legs, you've got sheets of, well, not sheets, more strips of a kind of corrugated looking metal along the legs, whereas the rest of it is just this kind of vaguely rusted looking metal. So I tried my best to keep it textured, keep it realistic, and while working within the limitations of the suit that I'm using as a base, similar to what I did with Stephanie Brown, still mostly try to keep it comic accurate. Now, this was an absolute blast to work on, and I'm really proud of how it turned out, and I also discovered some interesting techniques doing this, which I won't go into here because I actually decided to not use them in the end, but they should definitely come in useful one day. Now, I don't think there's much more to really say about the skin itself, because while it is complicated to a degree, and while it did take a while to make, the design is fairly simple and straightforward overall. I've kind of picked up on most of the details. I mean, outside of, the red spikes on the boots, the red on the underside of the boots, the green strips going over the belt, there's a few other details. Something that did strike me as quite interesting is how the new 52 Robin cape actually works. There is no texture for the outside of the cape. The texture that you have is for the inside. And what the game does is it takes what you've got on the inside and it darkens it very heavily to produce what's on the outside. And this is why the regular new 52 Robin suit has yellow on the inside and black on the outside. It's not black, it's just a very dark, desaturated yellow. And that desaturated yellow is what you get on the inside of the cape. And so what I had to do here is I had to make the inside so blindingly bright that even when it got heavily darkened, it would still appear as a bright yellow. And that's what I did, and luckily it's really not that blinding. It just looks a bit desaturated, but it still works. I mean, it looks fluid, it looks good. Now, I couldn't get the colour to exactly match the leather on the neck as a result, but it turned out about as close as you can get, and I'm pretty proud of it. Now, aside from that, obviously New 52 Jason Todd never used a staff, but I decided to go with a mixture of red and yellow because I figured I'd already used red and black for Red Robin, and I'd already used green and black for Rebirth the Unjustice Robin, and I figured red and yellow kind of reflected the main colours of this suit, where even though this suit has more green on the legs than most pre-existing Robin suits, the fact that you've got a bright yellow cape and a red mask, which is quite unusual for more modern takes, where, you know, the mask has to be black and the outside of the cape has to be black and all the colours have to be desaturated. It's really quite a vibrant suit for such a modern suit. So I decided to play into that and use those colours in the staff as well. Now, I think that's about it. I don't think there's much else I really want to say. So, thank you for sticking with me, whether you've only just found the channel, whether you're a new viewer, or whether you've been here for those entire 5 years. I can't thank you enough. This channel has been so much fun to run, and I'm really looking forward to carrying on and bringing out even better projects, because I've improved so much over the years, especially within the last year and a half, I'd say. I've got so much better. So, thank you all for your support, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.
It's Robin! I lost him. He went that way. It's Robin! He's using the floor grates! Take him out!
Simulation complete. Simulation activated.
I'm gonna carve you like a